first, I'm told that we have breaking news coming in, and this is news coming in from the U.S. The father of 3 girls allegedly sexually abused by the former U.S. national team gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar tried to attack him in court, and this happened after the 3 sisters had finished recording their statements in the Michigan courtroom. Take a look at what happened.
To grant me 5 minutes in a locked room with this demon.
I have
Would you do that?
That is not how
Yes
our...
or
No, sir, I can't.
Would you
do
give me
that.
1 minute?
You know that I can't do that. That's not how our legal system works.
I want that son of a bitch. Behind your back. I know. Give me 1 minute when I pass through. Go ahead. You're good. One minute.
Relax, sir.
Relax.
Take it easy, buddy.
Just relax. Okay, now we're going to kind of let up, okay? You have to let up too, okay? All right, let's get up. Sit up. Sit on your side. And sit up. Where is he?
1, 2, 3.
Should relate to his anger, but of course the law has to take its course. Officers present in the court stopped this father from attacking Nassar and pinned him down in the court. Nassar is accused of sexually abusing more than 200 girls. As many as 160 had testified against him in a previous case in which he has been sentenced to 175 years in prison. Andy Roskin, WION's correspondent, joining us on the phone line from Chicago. Andy, very dramatic scenes in this Michigan courtroom. This is, of course, an act of passion by a father of 3 girls who were sexually assaulted by their coach. Has the situation now been brought under control? Is he going to face any charges for what he did?
Yes, and in fact, the Assistant Attorney General who's overseeing the case, she came out after he was led away and just implored the people in the courtroom to control themselves. And she said, look, you know, by attacking him like this, you're giving him more power, and you don't want to give him any more power over you. So let's keep it civil. Let's just do this, get through this. And what they're doing is, as you've been hearing over the last 3 weeks, a continual series of victim impact statements where the victims of this gentleman get up, talk about how he's affected them, and he has to just sit there and listen to it. And obviously, this one gentleman just couldn't take it anymore and felt that he had to just try to grab at Larry Nassar.
Right, and can you give our viewers a little background on this case, which has made international headlines, and this man, Nassar, has been sentenced to 175 years in jail. One can imagine the kind of anger that he faces from parents of his victims, more than 200 of them.
Right, and for 3 weeks earlier this year, he was just had to sit there in court. The judge allowed, and it was rather unusual, I must say. The judge allowed these victims. Usually, they keep the victim impact statements to a minimum of some sort, but she has just let each of these victims go on and on and on. And he has had to sit there and take it. At one point, he sent a letter to the judge asking him if he could just stop, because he felt he couldn't take it anymore. And she basically laughed him off and said, of course you're going to take it. You abuse these girls. And so he was sentenced to 175 years, but he still has 2 more criminal counts that he's facing, that he has to now face more victim impact statements. So he's in for the long haul. His attorneys have argued that maybe some of these women weren't all victims, that maybe somehow that in doing his work as a doctor for the U.S. gymnastics team, that somehow now that so much information is coming out, maybe they're thinking that they're victims. She's taken a lot of heat for that. And this whole case has really created a huge scandal at Michigan State University, where this doctor worked out of. He was a doctor for the United States gymnastics team, but he worked out at Michigan State University, and it's caused a huge scandal over people there. The question being, what did they know, and why could they have prevented him?
Right. Stay with us, Andy. I want to play out once again the sequence of events in the court. Randall Margraves, the man who's being pinned down on your screens, the man in the blue T-shirt, had asked for 5 minutes alone with the sexual abuser. Two of his daughters had testified. Look at what followed.
And I will forever be grateful for that.
Opportunity to say.
I would ask you to, as part of this sentencing, to grant me 5 minutes in the locked room of this demon.
I have
Would
a
you
feeling.
do that?
That is not how
Yes or
our.
no?
No, sir, I can't.
Would you
do
give me
that.
1 minute?
You know that I can't do that. That's not how our legal system works.
I want that son of a bitch. Behind your back.
I know.
Give me 1 minute when I pass through.
Go ahead. You're good.
One minute.
Relax, sir.
Relax.
Take it easy, buddy.
Just relax. Okay, now we're going to kind of let up, okay? You have to let up too, okay? All right. Sit up. Get on your side. Sit up. Where is he?